What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag, to you. All right, and that's my dog shaking loudly for no reason. Okay, it's about 6:30 in the morning. Hopefully, I get this up soon. Okay, so starts off. Noelle is modeling, the cargo bag. Well, practicing, rehearsing, whatever, for her mother. She's having a fashion show to bring cargo to ATL, in hopes that it does as well as it did in, was it New York? Yeah, wherever it was, or LA or wherever. Um, Sheree shows up to the thing. Sheree and Cairo, because Cairo's going to be walking for the first time. And here she come again, like, is there going to be compensation? Like, how much is he going to get? She's like, I already told you. Has your son ever walked before? Has he done any modeling? Oh, I had a photo shoot. Bitch, I had a photo shoot. That don't make you no model. So yeah. No, he's not getting compensated. How many times do people gotta tell you someone with zero experience that somebody is letting be in their fashion show does not do better than people who have actually done something and aren't getting paid. So he's brand new. It's his first day being a model, and he think that he gonna get compensated. Well, you better be happy to be in that fashion show. So she was like, well, like I said, some of the people will get a what do you call it, a bag. She was like, no, some of the people, I don't care about no other people. I only care about this one, my son. Yeah. All right. And then the kids, Noelle and Cairo exchange numbers, and Cynthia like, I'm gonna need that to stay professional. Like, yeah, they hooking up, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say they hooking up. They just young and whatever. They're in social media. Why not know each other and talk to each other? Then Portia, she's writing her baby nup agreement. She's talking to Phaedra on the phone because she wants Phaedra to look over it. Phaedra's not here for it. She thinks it's a dumb idea. She don't want Portia to just have a baby father. She wanted to do the whole thing and, wait to get married and all of that. She was like, and you out there trying to have a baby. Ain't nobody into the hot dog vagina thing. She was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? She was like, it's going to be like, your coochie going to feel like it got a cookout going on in it. So she was like, but you said that camel toe was on trend. Are you taking fashion advice from Phaedra? Anyway, if you thought camel toe was on trend, girl, okay, from them little onesie outfits, everybody been showing all kind of camel toe. But yeah, she was like, girl, you ain't even going to be able to see it. Yeah, from the fat stomach, from everything. She's like, please don't make motherhood seem horrible to me now. Like, don't try to make me feel bad. Just look over my agreement. And Phaedra like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go in this restaurant. So I can't, what? Oh, yes, my reservation. She was like, this bitch put me put me on hold to ignore, or is she just like ignoring me? Yeah, and then she hung up. I think she ignored her. So yeah, she didn't even look over her baby nup agreement. Oh, okay. Kenya's cousin came to see her. And she's like, all right, well, glad to see you because the girls right now, like everybody blames me for every fucking thing. What do you call it? Phaedra for her marriage, Portia for her edges. That was shady as fuck. Portia got edges. She got more edges than me. Anyway, yeah, so she tells her cousin about Phaedra, what happened at the thing, and she was like, yeah, she's not forgiving at all. She was like, oh, Miss Church Lady is not really a forgiving person. No, she can't forgive. So, the trip that they made before to Detroit for the boys or whatever, yeah, it didn't mean nothing. There was no progress made because her cousin was like, well, I thought that y'all was good. She was like, yeah, I thought we was good too, but we're not, apparently. Did Matt go? She was like, no, I haven't really been messing around with Matt much because he keep on breaking out my windows and tripping. But she's saying that she don't want to like get rid of him altogether. She wants to be friends with him the way Cynthia and Peter are still like closer friends or whatever. So she's thinking about calling him for King, the little dog's birthday coming up, since he bought the dog for her. And her cousin is like, really? So you're going to invite him over for the dog? Yeah, I mean, we had a really solid relationship for like a whole year. And I think that's why I forgave him so easily. She was like, really? So it wasn't the sex? No, girl, no. I control the dick. It doesn't control me. You know what I mean? Girl, you don't. That's number one. You trying to get back. All right, Mama Joyce and the aunts. Candy comes over, obviously, to her mother's house. And she's telling them about the trip. And they're like, well, I don't know why you even went on the trip. You know them girls don't like you. She was like, well, not everybody don't dislike me, but yeah, some of them don't like me. And her aunt like, well, that's why they won't ever let us go. Because we would eat those hoes alive. Whole family is just raunchy as hell. Them old ladies. No, they actually won't let you go because you're outside of the age frame that everybody is in. Y'all are old as hell. Who want to be hanging with somebody's mother? Everybody else got a mother. Are they mothers coming? So why would her mother and her old ass aunts be coming on trips? Bye. That's why you're not invited. That's why nobody wants you to come. And also because y'all are really ghetto. But other people's mothers probably ghetto too. Alright, she told them that they brought exes. And she was like, what the hell you mean? Like, okay, well, me and Todd are the only ones in a relationship right now. So everybody brought their ex-boyfriend. And her mother, Mama Joyce, like, so who the Phaedra bring? Like, she ain't bring nobody. But her divorce, because they're like, well, how did the divorce go? Well, Portia said that the divorce is final. And she just been acting like it's not finalized. And her mother is like, because, you know, her mother was the one that was coming out like, it don't take that long to get divorced because I looked it up, blah, blah, blah. So now she know. But I don't think that she told her that it only been a week. So she might just think that she been wrong the whole time. She ain't had shit to say about that. Todd want to eat. All old ladies is over there cooking. And they're like, okay. He was like, well, you know, I could taste some of this food, you know, for the restaurant. They're like, yeah, we could taste some of this money. Where's the money? And he was like, well, a restaurant don't really start making money until a few years into it. So, yeah, I'll talk to y'all then. They did not seem amused with that. Not at all. And Candy is wanting to have a taste test, a tasting of the food and stuff. With it's supposed to be small, just for friends and family, and that'll be in the future sometime. Okay, Phaedra shows up at Cynthia's house in a bathing suit, though. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Let me just say it right now. Why is she wearing a thong bathing suit and jeans, right? I noticed she was supposed to come and get in a lake. And why is Cynthia, did I say Kenya? I meant Cynthia. Why is Cynthia dressed so extravagantly, just chilling in the house? I'm like, is that her wrap for her bathing suit? Are they going swimming? Because at the end, it seemed like Phaedra's like, oh, well, I gotta go. And they only talk for a very short period of time. I'm like, was she just gonna come get wet and then leave immediately? I don't understand why she wore the bathing suit if she wasn't gonna swim. Girl. Anyway, yeah. So when she gets there, they go downstairs. And she's showing, you know, Phaedra around the house. And she was like, this is really, really nice. Oh, it's beautiful, whatever, whatever. And, oh, this is a nice couch. And she was like, oh, I got this couch from Kenya. Yeah, she wasn't using it, so I bought it from her. And she was like, girl, why would you buy a couch from Kenya knowing Matt might have a damn tracking device up in here? Because he crazy. Matt is crazy. She was like, well, how's your divorce going? She's like, because Portia said it was finalized. And she was like, did she? Portia says a lot of things, doesn't she? I told you she was going to get mad about that, but I don't know if it's going to go too far or if she's going to just ask her why she told. Because, yeah, it was a slip up. She wasn't just like sitting there telling her business. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, well, she admitted that the divorce is final, and she feels okay talking to Cynthia about divorce, because Cynthia is going through a divorce right now too. So they're, kind of in the same boat. And they start talking about the divorce party. And she was like, well, I just wasn't feeling it. And she was like, no, I get you, because, Cynthia wasn't feeling a divorce party either when she first walked in. And then she just said, fuck it. It's just a bunch of games, a bunch of dick games. It's a dick cake. It's just play along with it. Don't take it too seriously. But Phaedra's like, well, I just don't want to celebrate the breakup of a family with kids and all of this. And Cynthia's like, I don't want to celebrate anything bad in my life. But Kenya, didn't do it maliciously. Like, there was no malintent in making this party for us. Like, she was trying to help us move forward, trying to make light of the situation. And yeah, you probably need to try to get back being friends with her, because what? And she's like, well, I don't even have a problem with her. Now that's dumb. I thought you said you feel comfortable talking to Cynthia. You're lying. You do feel uncomfortable. You wouldn't have did all of this. So she was like, first of all, you brought all of this shit back from like years and years ago. So yeah, clearly you still have an issue with her. She was like, no, I was just kind of, the party, basically saying that she was just in her feelings around that time. And Cynthia's like, well, for you to bring back something that, that far back after all this restoration and stuff, it's like you're not even restored or anything at all. And I'm just saying, I want restoration, and I think that you and Kenya should talk. Yeah. Wait, no. Okay, yeah. She said that if she hadn't been restored, then the words in the text would have been harsher. Girl, you ain't restored. That's what I'm saying. Okay. She wants them to be cool again, and like I said, she wants them to have a talk or something. She was like, maybe you can talk to all the girls, bring them up here and baptize them in the water. She was like, oh yeah, baptism. I don't get why she thinks she's so much more holy than everybody. And she get on my nerves with like that with that little golden girl type shit, where she acted like a Southern belle. Do all Southern people be acting like that? Like, I don't know, like you're some sort of proper person just because you was born in a particular place. Ooh, a true Southern belle. Ooh, pearls. Oh Lord. Oh my. That get on my nerves. I don't like people who act like that. Fake ass uppity bullshit. Anyway, Portia gives this baby nub to Todd. And Todd is not here for it. So she dressed in this little sexy dress, and he come over with his suitcase. Isn't he a single father? Where are his kids? Now, he probably don't want them on TV, which is something that goes along with the baby nup, I'm assuming. Yeah. Is he still a single father? When he moved from wherever he was from to be back there with her, did he uproot his children? Or are they still where he was? Or exactly what? I just need to know where the kid's at, because I don't never see him. So, yeah. She's basing him being a good father on, him always being around his kids that I never see. So there's that. So he was like, okay, so you want me to read this baby nut thing? I guess I'm not going to be able to have no sex unless I sign it. So let me look it through. The dad must disclose all his income, all of it. Don't try to keep those secrets. I need to know how much money you make and have, your properties, everything. He needs to pay 50% of everything for the child. She gets to travel whenever she wants with the child, nationally, internationally, whatever, whenever. She can post pictures on social media of the kid to her discretion. And he's just reading that, and he's like, this is extortion. And I'm like, how? Yeah, maybe the traveling whenever she wants to, because I don't know. What if she wanted to travel during the school year and uproot the kid and the kid don't go to school, or something weird like that? Or how long the travel is going to be? Like, is she just going to move away or out of the country or something like that? posting pictures on social media, I don't know if he's against that. But yeah, I don't know why it would matter. It's your own kid. Like, why can't I post a picture of my own kids? Um, and let me see. I don't understand how it's extortion for him to pay half. I mean, there are a great many men that be complaining about paying child support and women getting their nails done and all of this and all that. And I mean, they're literally paying like $200 or something. Like, you are not even footing a quarter of the damn bill. That little bit of money that you are giving her, she is probably just buying paper towels and tissue and soap with. Like, you are not making nobody rich with your little $200 contribution. You're not doing half for sure. Yeah, I'm saying it. So, I don't know why 50% sounds unfair to anybody. You're half of the child, uh, half of the pay for all of the stuff. There was a certain percentage of the money that goes directly to the child. I don't know if that's outside of the 50%. I don't know. That may be extortion if it's outside of the 50%. So he's paying for 50% and also give the kid 25% or something. But I don't know. Well, basically, he said that the whole agreement is just, slanted towards her. He was like, I mean, if you can name one thing in this baby nut that you gave to me, like, everything is for you. You get to do this. You get to do that. Everything is at your discretion. Like, there's nothing at my discretion. I'm just a person you just want to pay half. And she was like, well, people change. He was like, I know that people change. I'm just saying, what will make you think I would want to sign something like this? I mean, and if you think that I'm this kind of person who would sign something like this, then you don't know what kind of father I am or even want to be. And she was like, well, I think you would be a good father. He was like, but name something that was supposed to have been for me. So he was like, well, what about you? Okay, the things could change for you too. I'm not the only one who could change. You could have postpartum depression or something. He was like, and then just up and take my kid and move to Afghanistan. And I can't do nothing about it. She was like, yeah, I mean, things can happen. That's why I was telling you that you should redline it. He was like, the whole shit is redline. Redline that, redline it. It's out of here. I ain't gotta have nothing to do with the shit. Yeah. So he was like, so yeah, you ain't gonna be with me or whatever. It's just gonna be a long, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave. Yeah. So yeah, he left. He was like, I'll see you later, but I don't know if he will. All right, the cargo show is going down. Noelle is cool. Cairo is late. And they have to call Sheree, and she was like, oh, he left a long time ago. Oh, it's traffic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everybody else is there in the same traffic. Okay. He finally shows up, and Noelle was like, are you nervous? And he was like, no, not really. She's like, yeah, you gonna be. And then she proceeded to tell him things to try to make him scared. Sheree gets there, and she's like, okay, so this is like really in a dungeon or something. Okay, so it's like under the sewer or something. Why would you say it was under the suit? That don't even make no sense. All right, so Sheree is sitting around on the side, fanning herself, and Cynthia's business partner, I can't remember his name, the dude comes over and gives her a kiss and all of this, and she was like, ooh, where's the air? Why are you so hot all the time? You do all of the being hot, and your ex-husband do all the motherfucking sweating for you and everybody else apparently. Why? Okay, suck it up. He's like, ain't no air. That's air that you fanning around. Shit, you need to be fanning me. And she was like, no. So she always talks some shit about somebody motherfucking air. And he was like, oh, but what happened? She was like, well, what? Cairo, he was late. He was very late. She was like, he wasn't very late. He was 10 minutes late. Bitch, he was not 10 minutes late because he was more than an hour late when they actually called you to see where the hell he was. So, no, he wasn't an hour late. He was like, no, it wasn't 10 minutes. For sure. She's like, well, he's here. Well, he's here now. Everything's cool. And he walked away. And the lady next to her like, did he just try to come for you? Yeah, girl, he did. He tried to come. Don't try it. I'm not the one. I'm not the momager. You know, you ain't going to be the momager because you ain't going to have no client, because if he can't get places on time, it ain't going to work out for him. Bob came to support his child. I mean, either that or just to sweat and look like a giant greasy grimace in the front of the damn the whole fashion show. Kenya and Candy are there. So there are a lot of famous and quasi-famous people there. The kids were good. The fashion show looked pretty good. Sheree was super excited for Cairo. Like, oh my God, Cairo is killing it. He is killing it. I didn't think he was killing it. I think he walked like pigeon-toed a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what I was. What is that noise? Somebody dragging something? Did a plane go over my house? All right. Anyway, yeah. He seemed a little bit slew-footed, or I don't know if slew is this way or this way. Whatever. His feet seemed to go in this way. I thought the white guy walked better. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, okay? I think that Noelle did well. Yeah, because she's, a girl. So girls get to put, I think, a little bit more, a little style, a little flash with their walk. And a boy is just supposed to just walk, Don't gay it up, basically. Unless, I don't know, unless you want to, if that's what you're into. So, yeah, the kids were good. Okay, now we get to Phaedra being at the damn, the court thing, okay? And she like, oh shit, I'm ashy. Let me put on some lotion. I don't want to look like Kenya. I've never seen Kenya be ashy. She's always actually pretty shiny to me. But yeah, so I guess now she's just gonna start throwing shade at Kenya, like Kenya did something to her. Like, this is what I don't really quite understand. Like, why she for real mad at Kenya all over again from way back in the day because she tried to throw a party for you? I don't think that that's fair to Kenya. So she brought Johnny to the lawyer, all right? The lawyer that he's going to need in order for him to sue Candy, right? So he's basically telling the lawyer that he was not compensated properly for the work that he did, in which he already had said that to Candy when she was arguing with him. But basically, she was like, but you accepted the job. So once you accept the job, you have to take the amount of money that you accepted to take. You can't then, in the middle of the thing, be like, no, I would like more. That's extortion. So, yeah. And also some sort of a breach of contract. So he said in March of 15, he talked to her about a restaurant, and he had spoken to her about being a partner, investor, or partner, or whatever. It never happened. And then basically she stole his idea. She started her own restaurant with the same theme and all of that. Yeah, so he was like, well, was it in writing? It's like, well, the presentation was in writing, but no, there was no agreement written in writing. It was a verbal agreement. So, he said also a play called A Mother's Love, also some sort of a contract thing, that I guess she stole the idea or something like that. So the lawyer's like, okay, well, we'll see if we got a case. And then when Johnny leaves, Phaedra's still behind, and she was like, well, does he have a case? He was like, he may. I'll look into some things. And she was like, well, I took an oath to make sure that he gets a lawyer and whatever when I became an attorney, but I didn't want to have nothing to do with this mess with Johnny and Candy and the law. Yes, you did. She could have just given this boy the man's card and let him go on about his day like, I'm not having nothing to do with it. But no, she's getting on the fucking petty train. So she's getting petty to Kenya, and now she's getting petty to Candy because she didn't need to be there. Did she say anything? Did she add anything to the conversation that made it pertinent for her to be there? I don't think so. I think she just sat there because she just wanted to be nosy. She wanted to see what he was going to tell, what tea he was going to spill, and what shit that she could know and spread around about Candy. Don't try it. Very just sneaky. Very fucking sneaky. And stank and uppity acting. Okay. When she just basically... She just like every motherfucking body else. She a damn hoochie. She walking around with thongs showing. out of her jeans. Just, girl, you are not prim and proper. All right, Kenya shopping for the dogs for the birthday for King, right? And she said that she was going to invite Matt. She does invite Matt. Big mistake. So Matt shows up. He brought, flowers, and it seems like it's going to be something really cute and just a nice little thing like, oh, the dogs. I love the dogs. I'm happy you're here. This and this and that. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, well, I had to talk with Cynthia. She was like, yeah, I heard. He was like, it didn't go well. She was like, why? What was wrong? Because remember when Cynthia told Kenya about it, Kenya got pissed off because she didn't let Cynthia finish her sentence, and she somehow felt that Cynthia was talking about her bad and being on Matt's side. Like, she should have never acknowledged that Kenya does anything wrong. And she ran off crying and all that bullshit. But Cynthia did not do that. So he was like, well, basically, every time somebody has to come and talk to me, like, I'm always getting talked to about the relationship and the things that I'm doing wrong, but nobody ever acknowledges what you do wrong. And she was like, you know what? And she get up and she walk out. You see the crew hustling to try to get in that hallway because it seemed like she's trying to have a private conversation with him. So he storms off after her. They left the poor little dogs in the store. Just gonna see if that's gonna make my dog come running. He got an attitude because he ate my beauty blender and I had to pop him. Who eats a sponge? Why would you eat a sponge? Okay. But let me see. So he gets out there and he was like, no, I just want to acknowledge some of the stuff that you do. She was like, see, this is why people can't talk to you. When people talk to you, you always start acting like this. Like you don't want to hear anything. And, you're repeating the same things. You're like a broken record. He was like, you know why I'm like a broken record? Because you don't listen to me. You never apologize. You never said you were sorry for the shit that you did to me. You just always want to be right. You always want the apology to come to you. And he was like, you don't care. She was like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. And I would have done some things. I would have put you in jail. And he was like, you know what? Just do it. Just fucking do it. You keep always threatening the shit. So I can be in jail and your ass could just be alone and miserable. And she was like, really? You think that I would be miserable if you never came around? Or would some other motherfucker would have came and been knocking on the door or whatever? And she was like, basically, I'm not the one that's contacting you. You are contacting me, Matt. Which sounded all well and good until he bust that bubble. He was like, so what you trying to say? We didn't have sex in my truck the other day because you wanted to do it? You? Oh. She was like, don't play that game with me, Matt. You wanted to be talking all soft and sweet to him like he was wrong and all of that until he fucking said that. Then now you mad. Now you mad. You did it to him in the truck though? I ain't mad at you, but I'm a little bit mad. He's kind of crazy. He's a little crazy. You need to stop having sex with him and then telling people, no, I haven't had any contact with Matt. I just think it's better if we just don't have any contact. And then I find out that you are bumping in the backseat of a Jeep. You swing in an episode, okay? So she was taken aback by that. And it was like, your words hurt. And you keep on talking about these other guys. If everybody is so much better than me, then why? She was like, no, see, I wasn't even saying, I was saying that because you were saying that I would be alone and miserable. Like that was a reaction to something you said. That wasn't just something I just came and walked up to you and was like, what up, motherfucker? I got other niggas on the side. I could have been with other people besides you. Like I said that because you said that I would be alone, and I'm letting you know that I wouldn't be alone. She didn't say it quite that long, but yeah, that's what it meant. So he's all upset and shit, and she's like, well, baby, wait. she begging to talk to him, and he was like, look, You just go and be with whoever it is that you think is going to make you whole, and he all being dramatic and bald head and the rubbing, and I don't know if he was crying. I didn't see no tears. I saw a lot of dramaticisms. Is that a word? It don't matter. Y'all know what I mean. He was being dramatic as hell. And when he said that, she got up and she turned around and she got the dogs and she left, and she basically saying that their relationship is toxic. Duh. Yeah, and she's saying that basically you need to know when it's time to say done, when it's over, and it's over. So they are supposedly no more, but who knows if she's gonna be banging him in the back of the truck again soon as we turn our motherfucking head. But Matt, crazy, like just with the dog thing, do he strike you as the type of person who will get mad at her and will kill the dog to get back at her? He strikes me as that kind of person. I don't know. He just be acting too crazy, too emotional. I'm emotional, kinda. Okay, I'm not really that emotional, but I think I am emotional. I have just learned to act like I'm not emotional because I don't like people feeling like they could get the best of me. So I'll suck it up and cry for 8 years over one thing all by myself, rather than just like let people think that they got me. But yeah, there are some people who are not as cool as me. Yeah, because it's so cool to hold things in. But yeah, you don't need to let it all out neither. Okay? Don't be crazy. Don't seem like a doggy killer. I think he gonna kill the dogs. I hope this whole fucking thing is over. But anyway, okay, so that is the end of the episode. So what has happened? Portia had her baby nut. Phaedra is shady all up and down this motherfucking, all up and down the damn show. And Kenya and old boy broke up. I don't remember much more. Oh, the fashion show, and Sheree being ridiculous at the fashion show, and Cairo being late, and Cairo and Noelle maybe trying to well, I don't know, let me not assume that they are trying to get together and give it up to each other. They might just be trying to be friends, but we gonna see what's gonna happen with that. Okay, so if you agree with what I had to say, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments, and until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my previous video. I also have a beauty and lifestyle channel you can check out, or swing by my fitness channel for a free workout. Don't forget to subscribe.